In today's video, I'm going to be sharing my tips and tricks and hacks and hippity hops. I got no rhyme. Anyway, back to reality. I'll be sharing with you my tips and tricks for thrifting. Hello, hi, hey, what is up? My name is Rose and I like to say hello in 4 different ways. Cover all the bases, hey? Welcome to my channel. As part of my channel, I like to share plant-based recipes. Gotta eat them plants. And lately, I have started to venture, yes baby, I'm venture into the world of zero waste or sustainable minimalistic living. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted to say. Today's video is focused on that theme where I'll be sharing my tips and tricks for thrifting, as I just said earlier, but I'm going to repeat myself. So there you go. Like I said, today's video is all about thrifting. I'll be sharing 10 tips on thrifting, or like I said, secondhand clothes shopping, whatever you want to call it. There's no judgment. 10 tips on how to thrift. People may say, hey, geez, do you really need advice on how to go shopping? I know when I first started, I was super overwhelmed by there's no categorization. You go in there, you don't know what you're gonna find. It's all jumbled up a lot of times. Some places do actually color coordinate, which is pretty awesome, or color categorize. Other places, nah, you're on your own. There are also issues with hygiene. You know, I know that I thought that when I first started. So you know what? Yes, we do need tips. Everyone needs a little bit of help. I still need help. Hey, come on, let's share this information. Let's just start this community or keep it going. So I'll share 10 tips. And as a bonus, or thank you for watching my video, I will be sharing with you why I think thrifting is the ultimate way to buy your clothes in this day and age. So there you go. Don't say I don't give anything, because I do. Tip number 1. Uno. Bilingual in here. Tip number 1. This is for people that are brand new to thrifting. My advice, if you're about to go to a thrift shop, secondhand shop, whatever you want to call it, for the first time ever, I would actually recommend just knowing, okay, do you want to buy a pair of jeans? Do you want a shirt? Is there anything in particular? I would actually go there knowing what you want to get already. So when you go in there, you just go straight to the jeans section, or you go straight to the cute top section. There ain't no such section. The reason I recommend this is if you go there not knowing what you want to get, you are actually going to be overwhelmed. There's a lot of stuff going on, okay? So what I would say is, for your first time ever, just start small. Just say, hey, you know what? I want to leave with a new top. Tip number 2. This is for anyone that's either brand new or, you know what, you're a regular. What I personally like to do is I like to go through my closet before I even go to the shop. In this way, I look through anything, hey, you know what? I actually don't have a lot of this, or I have too much of that. Probably don't need to buy more of it. And B, I like to check anything that I haven't worn for a while or I'm pretty much done with, so that I actually, while I'm there, I can donate. So I'm giving rather than just take, because you know what? Those shops need to get replenished somehow, okay? So be part of that solution. Tip number 3. That's my 3. Tip number 3. I recommend going thrifting when you have time, okay? You know, you don't need a whole day, but definitely don't be going when you have to be somewhere in an hour. Or don't do what I did yesterday and go an hour before closing, because they are going to be at you on that intercom. Hello shoppers, we are closing. You don't need that stress, especially when you are shopping in somewhere that doesn't really have an organized categorization. God damn, I love that word. I hope it's real. I really do hope it's real. Because it's not like other shops where it is organized and you do know pretty much where everything is, or the colors, it's all the same. You don't have it in thrifting, hence why you do actually need a bit more time compared to if you're gonna go to your high street shops. So definitely recommend shopping when you have time. Youch. Tip number 4. This tip is for anyone that feels that hygiene is a real issue for them, especially during this pandemic. I get it, you know, shit is going down. Listen, if hygiene is a real issue for you, wear gloves when you go to the shop, you know, so that you're not touching all the gloves. You're wearing the gloves, but you're not touching all the clothes. If you're going into a changing room, again, you don't have to touch anything. But I must point out that when I went to the thrift shop recently, it had multiple signs, not only promoting the social distancing, but also having hand sanitizers at a lot of different points, and they are wiping down the changing rooms. So rest assured, they are taking the precautions that are necessary. Another recommendation that I heard, but I haven't actually tried myself, is especially if you feel uncomfortable trying on, let's say, jeans, pants, whichever, you know, anything that touched that area, I get it. If you feel particularly uncomfortable doing that, you can actually wear tight-fitting leggings and then just try it on over that. I haven't tried it myself, but I have heard that is an option if hygiene is a real concern for you, which is totally understandable. No judgment here. That's why I'm giving you the tip. Tip number 5. This is a tip for a specific clothes type. These are jeans. Now jeans, we all love jeans. God damn, they just fit so right when they're perfect. Those perfect pair of jeans, oh my Lord, hallelujah, they are amazing. Now, this is my personal opinion. I have actually struggled to find jeans in a thrift shop. Now, I can find jeans in those swanky vintage shops, you know, the one where it's got the Levi, the Wrangler, and it's that tough vintage material, you know, back when they really made stuff real. I struggle in thrift shops. My recommendation or my opinion is maybe stay away from the stretch jeans, you know, the one they fit perfectly when they're brand new. But then when you wear them a couple of times and they go through the wash, they do just tend to kind of get a bit baggy and just not fit well. So my recommendation would be to stay away from that. However, when I wrote this tip down for this video, I went to the thrift shop yesterday. God damn, I love that word. Went to the thrift shop yesterday and I picked these bad boys up. I don't know if you can get this. Now these, I hope I'm in frame. These are Topshop Jamies. If anyone knows Topshop, I think that's the thing. I know from my own experience when I bought Topshop jeans, they were amazing for the first couple of months. And then, like I said, you put them through the wash and they just kind of stretch and then don't hold their shape anymore. I got these jeans yesterday. They look pretty, you know, old, as in the label's worn out, but I could just about see Topshop, so I knew exactly what I was dealing with. And they fit so well. So take this tip with a pinch of salt. Like, still check out the jeans section. You know what? You could be surprised like I was. One more time. Topshop. But I do find more often than not, yeah, the jeans aren't spectacular. I just find that they're either stretched or they've just been worn and washed a few too many times. So jeans, probably not the best. Tip number 6. Hello, are we going through this or what? Am I talking to myself? Yes. For tip number 6, this is getting to know the staff at the shop. You know what? It doesn't hurt to say hello, hey, hi, what is up? 4 times is a charm. Now, but seriously, getting to know the staff there means that you can start to ask questions like, hey, when does your new stock tend to come in? Or what are the days that you restock? Or other days where you have particular bargains on? You know what? And more often than not, you'll find that they really want to help you. You know what? They do. By getting to know that information, you can really start to make the most out of your visits to the thrift shop. First of all, you'll be going when the shelves are actually full rather than, kind of, oh, yeah, there's a mug over there and one shirt over there. Nah, you can avoid that. You can go there when the new stock has come in. And you know what? If you really hit it off with the staff, I've known cases where they're like, hey, what do you like? What are your favorite colors? And they might even actually help you out in that respect. Maybe. I don't know. You probably have to really charm them. But that helps. Come on, work on your social skills. Or just get to know someone. Geez, that's just a life tip right there. Okay, tip number 7. Aww. Tip number 7, get a dog. They're awesome. Tip number 7 is checking out the clothes by the dressing rooms on the rack. So when you try on a couple of things and you're like, nah, I'm not fussed, man. You give it to the staff member and they just put it by the rack, by the dressing room. Check it out. And I tried it yesterday and I found the cutest woolly jumper. Oh my Lord, it was so cute. So having just tried that once, I can now recommend it because it does work sometimes. Well, it worked 100% of the time for me. Because I tried it once and I got what I wanted. Tip number 8. Are you impressed? Tip number 8. Check out the household section. You know what? Don't be put off by, secondhand towels, secondhand sheets. Like, if you're put off by that, then you probably shouldn't be staying at hotels. Same thing goes for secondhand plates or cups. Again, if you're put off by that, don't eat out. Well, if eating out is an option for you, sorry if it's not. But you know what? Sometimes you actually do find some really useful stuff. Lately, I have been looking out for mason jars, storage jars. I am trying to reorganize my pantry. It is an absolute state at the moment, but I'm trying not to give in to just going to IKEA and buying just a whole bunch of mason jars. I am actually setting myself a challenge to reorganize my pantry using stuff that I bought secondhand. So you know what, that could be a video. Stay tuned. Tip number 9. We are so close to the end. Just got a rush of blood to the head. That's how exciting this is. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, back to tip number 9. Tip number 9 is, it's not really a tip, it's just probably, I want to set your expectations. If you are new to thrift shopping, you are gonna have to go through everything. What I mean by that is, yes, you can go to particular sections. You can go to the top, the pants, household, because it's not so scary. But unfortunately, you do have to just kind of skim through everything. Once you start to really get used to thrifting, or your color palette, as in what colors work with you, you can actually just scan stuff. But I'm still at a stage, me personally, I've been thrifting for 2 years now. 2 years, girl. I've been thrifting for 2 years and I still have to just boom, 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 boom. When I say boom, 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 that's actually me going through all the clothes. That's how I do it. But what I mean by going through everything is going through everything. Yes. That's why if we go back to tip number, was it 4, 5? Anyway, whichever tip it was where I said you need a lot of time, that is the reason why you need a lot of time. Because unfortunately, you do have to go through everything. But you can develop skills in scanning. Look for those colors that suit you, or just get good at looking for stuff that pops out and just beelining for that. So yeah, tip number 9 is just set your expectations. You do have to go through a lot of stuff. Tip number 10. 10. I'm giving you all sorts of stuff in this video. Tip number 10. This is gonna sound super lame, but attitude is everything. If you are going to a thrift shop for the first time ever and you're going there with the idea like, man, all these clothes are gonna be dirty, they're gonna suck, they're gonna be worn out, then you know what? They are gonna be all of that, because that's just you going with that mental state. And we all know that attitude really is everything. You own your experience and you make it what it is. So if you go there thinking, hey, you know what? I don't know what I'm going to find. How exciting is that? This is going to be some kind of 21st century treasure hunt. It is going to be awesome then. And if you can, bring your friends along. You'll be surprised. You find so many wacky, interesting, totally out there stuff in a thrift shop. So it's always fun to have someone next to you to just have a laugh. And it's really cool when you find something super awesome and you can be like, yo, check this out. And there's only one of it. So, haha, you can't have it. Not that I do that, but maybe that's not a great attitude. But yeah, tip number 10 is just go with an open mind. Really, it just makes a difference between a really great time at a thrift shop and just feeling like this is a total waste of time. I'm never going to come back again, and I'm just going to go back to shopping on the high street, because we really don't want that. If we can, we should always try and buy secondhand. Why? I will tell you why. Bonus, bonus, bonus. You want to know what the bonus is? No, you gotta pay to see that. Bonus information, if you have stuck around till the end, awesome, and now you will be rewarded with why I think thrift shopping is the best way to buy your clothes. Cotton is a thirsty bitch. That's right, she's thirsty. What I mean by that is, these figures I'm about to give you, they absolutely shocked me, okay? Wait for it. To make one pair of new jeans, it takes, on average, 10,000 liters of water. So you see this guy here wearing these Franca jeans? And that big old water tank he's standing next to, that's 10,000 liters of water, okay? So to make them jeans, I mean, geez, I don't know where he got it from, but your average jeans that you buy from most shops, it takes 10,000 liters of water. But by buying it secondhand and reusing it, that's the key word, reusing it, we are keeping those resources invested in those clothing. We're not throwing it away. We're not burning it, which is another option as well. We're not buying something new that's using more resources that are limited. Guys, like, it's limited what we're using, okay? It's going back to we only got one earth with a limited amount of resources. By buying new stuff, we are draining our resources. And on what? A new pair of jeans to go out? Guys, give thrifting a go. Another reason I think thrifting is definitely the way forward if we are looking to become more sustainable as a population together, we have to do this together, is because of the pollution that's created from the fashion industry. I'm going to go back to jeans again. I don't know if it's because I love jeans or because jeans have a particularly bad reputation when it comes to resource draining and pollution. The majority of blue jeans are dyed using a dye called indigo blue. When indigo blue was first produced, it was actually naturally derived. So it was extracted from plants. It was actually a really long, strenuous process. So indigo blue was a really expensive dye. It was kind of almost seen as, you know, only the wealthy would have items of clothing that were dyed. Nowadays, indigo blue is actually synthetically made. Now, it's great because it just means that clothes are far more affordable. If you want, you know, colorful, bright clothes, it's more affordable. The only problem is that synthetically derived indigo blue does create a lot of pollution in the form of heavy metals, chemical pollution, and organic pollution. Now, the majority of dyeing facilities for jeans in particular are actually located in China, along one particular river is called the Pearl River. Now, most of these facilities do follow procedures, they do recycle the water, but there are a few that do release waste into the river, causing parts of that river, of the Pearl River, you can look it up, please look it up, causing parts of the Pearl River to actually run black. As well as that, Greenpeace has actually released a report that revealed that there were excessive amounts of heavy metals, organic pollutants, and chemicals in the river. Guys, that's not natural. That's not right. So you're telling, so for us to buy our brand new jeans, again, we're not factoring in the actual cost of it. So come on, secondhand. For me personally, it's the only way forward. The final reason to why I think thrift shopping or secondhand clothes shopping is a more sustainable option is because of the term greenwashing. I've come across greenwashing a couple of times before, and when I decided to make this video, I really started to read into it. Greenwashing refers to companies that advertise their products or a range of their products as being more sustainable, more eco-friendly, or greener. They use these keywords because they know it appeals to a specific type of consumer that is trying to make a more conscious decision in what they're buying and what they're consuming. It is a great sign that this is a growing demand, that we are becoming more conscious and we do want to make the right choice. But unfortunately, some companies will take advantage of this and not be very transparent into why their products are a more sustainable, greener option. A really good example of this is actually H&M and the Conscious Collection. The Conscious Collection was a clothes range or a collection of clothes that were advertised as being more sustainable or greener. Now, when you look at the description online, it does highlight the use of recycled materials and how that they are aiming towards producing more sustainable cotton clothes. So on the surface, it looks really great, but it really doesn't specify exactly why it's more sustainable. Another thing that H&M were found to do that in a way was a bit hypocritical was the recycling scheme that they introduced. The recycling scheme in certain stores, what they offered was any customers that bought in their old clothing were given a voucher to spend in store. Again, on the surface, it seems like a great idea. Like they're really encouraging recycling, reusing of material, but if you really look into it, they're still encouraging overconsumption. They're still encouraging you to throw out old clothes and buy new clothes. And that's really what the problem is that we all want to help fix the world. We all want to make the right choice. But I still feel that a lot of us are using our wallet as a way to fix the problem. It is a great thing that we all are becoming more conscious about what we're buying. And it is a great thing that companies are reacting to that. And as much as I said H&M was found out for not being very transparent, they are still making small steps. And small steps made by such a huge company, it does make a difference. But at the end of the day, we also do have to reassess exactly what is sustainable. And unfortunately, in my opinion, buying new clothes, it just isn't sustainable. Even if it is from recycled materials, it's still resources are put into producing that, to recycling those materials so that they are able to be made into a new shirt, a new dress, whichever you want. Rather than if you look at thrifting, you're reusing it. So there you go. Those are my reasons that I believe thrifting is the best way forward in terms of buying off fashion or clothes, because in my opinion, at the moment, in this time, in this day and age, fashion is costing our earth. It's polluting our waters. It's using up our limited resources. And companies are taking advantage of people like us that are trying to make the right choice. So equip yourself with information and hopefully we should get through this. Whatever it is, we will get through it. So thank you.